War is coming. A boy again. Did you see?
No, I've seen what a boy looks like. And have you?
Oh, I'm not here tomorrow. I'm off. Now, don't overread at your aunt's house, please. She'll then tell me that I starve you. Oh, I go to bed early, okay? I'll come back as soon as I can, and I'll jump straight into bed, promise. You wake up, I'll be there to cuddle and kiss you, okay?
I'm telling you, Matthews is right. His legs aren't going to hold up to the old man.
Oh, my cutie pie. Your auntie will hug you to death and eat for breakfast. How about that?
Will you play ball with your auntie?
Playing with her.
Be careful.
Shh. Better 2 wounded than 1 dead. Right, Paul? I'll sew you one. A blue one or a red one, even.
And what will I do with it? It's November.
Yeah, apparently summer will come next year. Men will go crazy.
One already has.
What is it, baby?
Oh, do you need to pee?
Oh, Jesus. Hold it in. Hold it in.
I've run down a bird. A crow.
Have you been riding in the sky?
I've killed it.
Calm down. I'm sure it was already dead. Otherwise it wouldn't have been flying so low.
It's a bad omen.
Stop it. Better ask how your son is doing.
Yes, of course. How is he?
He's doing great. He threw up on my bed sheets and now he's snug as a bug in a rug.
God, what happened?
Nothing. He'd eaten something sweet and it made him sick. Ride carefully and avoid birds.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know if I want to go there. I'm scared.
Don't be.
ISIS.
You're in a hurry.
Sort of.
Sort of. I never knew this old bird still had it in her. May I see your papers, please? Hey, calm down. You always this nervous?
Yeah, I'm on my way to the hospital.
Oh, I can tell. Yeah, give me your hand. That's it. All right.
Thank you.
Do you know the difference between an experienced shepherd and a young one? When the young shepherd sees a flock of sheep, he says, let's run down there fast and shag a few. But the experienced shepherd says, no, son, let's take our time and shag them all. Do drive slowly.
Haven't seen any sheep around here, if that's what you want to ask me about.
What about a post office?
I'm sorry?
Don't worry. I don't read other people's letters. And also, I don't speak Polish. It's all right, you don't need to thank me.
Siostra! 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 Przepraszam.
Oh, sorry. Ja nie mówię.
No problem. Are you a new nurse here?
Not here. Not new either. I'm a midwife in Blackpool. Just come here today to visit my husband. He's Polish.
He must be, if he got locked up here. Sister. Do you like children? You do, right? You see, I dreamed about having a baby for a long time. If you...
Sierżancie lekki. Niech pan będzie łaskaw pomarzyć we własnej sali. I niech pan zostawi tę panią. Nakarmi pan chomiki?
You look like a little gothic temple.
Max Liebman.
Yeah, I know who you are, Doctor. Where's my husband? This hospital, I had no idea. It was just...
That there are only Poles here. I've not heard of psychiatric hospitals for the Russians in France or the British in Spain. And yet, here in Britain, we do have two of such kind. We admit Poles only, and we always lack space. They get sick 3 times more often than other immigrants, and 5 times more often than the British.
But why?
Raymond Lekki, whom you met in the corridor, during his first day in the concentration camp was told to stop asking why, because he wasn't going to get an answer. He lost everyone. He's the only one that survived. Why? Why him? In Poland, only prisons would take them. They're soldiers who are traitors in their own country and intruders here. Of course, this doesn't justify everything.
And how is my husband?
As you know, your husband poured petrol over himself. He set himself on fire. He tried to kill himself. Luckily, he fell in the river and the firemen pulled him out. He claims he doesn't remember anything. He doesn't know why he wanted to do it either. But physically, he's in great condition. Virtually no marks, no bruises. He gets on well with the doctors, fellow patients. But other than that, we still have more questions than answers. I believe he should stay here longer.
How long?
A few months, maybe. A year, maybe. God, if he's awake, reluctantly shares such plans with us.
What about me? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to tell our son? I'm scared I won't know him anymore. I won't understand him.
We have to hear his music.
I'm sorry.
A dancer seems a madman to a deaf man. For the time being, we are still deaf.
Doctor, there's one more thing.
Never-ending group amnesia. The war between Jews and Arabs was surpassed by Stalin's death. The war in Korea made the English forget about the Indian people. And it will keep going on and on until everyone completely forgets about everything. What about them? Who is to remember about them? The whole world cares more about the Americans sending fruit flies to outer space. Your husband is in the studio.
Does he know I've come?
Of course, he's waiting for you. And one more thing regarding the Red Cross and what they've written. Hold the bag, please. This is neither the time nor the place.
But I've come.
Believe me, all of this is still a lot for him in one go.
I'm scared of my own husband. This is amazing. Is it scenery?
We're doing a play for children. You know, science fiction.
About outer space.
About the invasion of Mars and the destruction of the Earth.
Children will surely be delighted. What about him? Is he in the play too?
No, it saves so many animals. But they only let us keep chickens, mice, or hamsters here. I've had more luck.
Isn't he ever trouble to you?
Once he chopped an animal, I had to pound him on the shell so he could cough it up.
He caught the moth himself.
Usually he's very fast. But They stuff him with pills. It makes him more lethargic, as you can see.
Why is he a little bit white?
I'd let some paint open. He jumped into the car. I wanted to wash him, but he doesn't like the smell of the dissolvent. I'm joking. He'll be fine. I've painted him with some poster paint to make you smile. Or actually, so that Paul... Why didn't you bring him here? How did he get here? No, it's not true. Tell me, it's not true.
I wanted to get here fast, without changes or problems. You said yourself I was a skillful biker.
And that dress?
I got changed.
And I'm the one who got locked up here. We're an attraction here. I wonder why they haven't put "Don't feed the madman" sign yet.
Please.
When you get back home, take him to the cinema.
He's too young for that.
He's a big boy.
We'll go together. They're now only showing these horror movies everywhere. They're so afraid of the Martians.
Not the Martians, but the Russians. Commies from the Red Planet. They're afraid of Stalin, but portrayed as the Martians. They're more photogenic.
Stalin is dead.
No, he isn't. He's never been more alive than now. Half of the world is Stalin, and the other half is a fear of him. England is afraid of Russia. Russia is afraid of America. It's not the Poles that no one is afraid of. They either serve the communists, or have been murdered by them, or have gone crazy.
Stop it. Dr. Lippman says...
Show me a sane man and I cure him. So what? He just many big words. So Kazik. Look. Kazik. How many?
4. Dziś mecz, oglądasz?
A ty?
Are you wearing perfume, Mr. Shumsky?
It's Corday.
You have great taste.
Thank you. How does he know that I'm really...
I'll show you one more thing. He's a great medium. They'll do what he orders them to. Watch this. He'll hit it. He'll miss. He'll miss again.
Okay, you play with them yourself so you know how good they are.
Don't you believe me?
If he makes them sing She Wears Red Feathers, then I'll believe you.
That would be too easy for him.
And what wouldn't be too easy for him?
He'd want me to introduce him to Paul. Today. Immediately. Now.
Don't even let him try. I have to go back home.
I was only joking. It's a gift. For you and Paul. Take him.
Next time. I'll come visit you again soon.
When?
I'd like it to be today. Immediately. Now.
Too right.
Something to go with the beer?
Something without the beer. I've come on a motorbike.
The first one's on the house.
Just a small one, please.
Cheers, Stanley.
That's the last one on your tab. Move away from the lady and clean yourself up a bit. There's a brush in the loo.
I'd like to use the phone.
Not often one sees such a pretty face round here.
It's an overstatement. It's just a ton of powder and lipstick.
True. What's your name?
Dora. Why?
Dora. Like my sister-in-law, only Herman would suit her personality better.
Also on the house? Thank you.
What, you watch the game?
I'm in a hurry.
Oh, we're playing Hungarians. You should watch us kick the commie's arse.
Get off of me! Hey! Let go of me, you bastard!
Hey!
You stink, mate. You know that?
What?
If there was a stinking championship, you'd get called up to the national team.
What sort of an arse has shitted you out?
Get lost! There's a loony man a few miles away. I just get out. I can rip your head off and shit down your neck, and all your government can do about it is to make me swallow another pill. So what do you say? Shall I fucking kill you with the butter or the totals?
Hey, Polak, easy.
Huh?
And you lot, sit down.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Dora,
Rick, what are you doing here?
Did you see? She rescued you.
What are you doing? How did you get here?
Calm down.
You've not only scared all of them, but me as well. What are you doing here?
I thought that maybe you'll take him and give him to Paul as a gift.
And that's the reason why you've run away from hospital.
I haven't run away. I left for a moment.
How?
He helped me a little bit.
Get on.
Are we going home?
We're going to hospital.
Dora, John,
We're surely looking for you.
they know I want to spend a romantic evening with my wife. I go back before dusk. Honestly, don't you believe me?
No.
I promise on my love for you. It's not a prison, is it?
How did you get here?
I hitchhiked. A film, a walk, and back to the hospital, okay?
You know very well yourself that isn't okay.
As an answer to the Soviet provocations, another successful nuclear test was performed at Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. The lagoon still conceals numerous military shipwrecks from the last war. They are a painful warning against a future military conflict. Therefore, for the safety of the free world, nuclear energy is indispensable.
We'll go to the seaside. Do you say? When I'm discharged, we'll go with Paul.
Well, he enjoyed it. I'm not surprised you got to play the main character.
Square show, indeed. Perfect. You can see yourself, it's not just an ordinary show. It's one of those assholes from the pub. Did you see?
You what?
He looked at me like...
Like?
with disdain, as if I gobbled all the chicks from his nest.
Don't be silly.
He had a ridiculous hairstyle. Did you see?
Just wait here 1 sec.
Have a lovely evening. Look what we've got.
You know, in Thailand, they claim that a tortoise's body is a shelter for a human soul on the journey to Nirvana.
Oh.
Quite a gift for our son. A shell with his father's soul inside. It sounds...
It sounds very kitschy, darling.
Tell him I miss him too. And that I've got a gift for him from his dad. Yeah. So it's very slow and it's also painted white.
John?
Yeah, he's fine. It's just...
Johnny?
That's nice. That's what I do. But do whatever you want.
Don't worry. Just went on the couch. Don't worry, it's fine.
Have you told him about the letters yet? Hello? Dora, have you told him that those letters came?
Do you see what happened? Have you hung up?
She has.
Apparently Paul can't wait for me to get back.
You're right. Let's go back.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
What's happened?
I'm sorry, I have to... Just be a second. I can make it to the hospital.
Right.
You finished it off?
No. I can do it. It's time.
Wait, I can...
Let's go.
You see?
Yeah.
Okay. Paul? Eric?
Do you know how pretty you are when you're asleep?
Where are we?
Bikini Atoll. Don't you recognize it? Put your swimming costume on.
What happened?
Nothing. You fell asleep. You were tired. Luckily, it happened with me and not...
God.
It's all right. You're just weak.
I remember getting on the motorbike. How did I not fall off? How did you manage to carry me? Did I put me on the rucksack?
You fell asleep on the beach. Do you really not remember the way here?
Never felt like this before.
And how many times have you driven around half of England on a motorbike?
Where did you get those from?
We got this as a gift
From who?
from this peasant.
As in Eric.
He asked if we were in love, and you told him that if we had been seagulls, you would have wanted to have a nap with me. You were even flirting with me in your sleep. Don't you remember?
Please.
Careful, it's hot. In my barrack in the Gulag, there was one Chukchi man who knew 62 different ways to bake potatoes. He was familiar with some shaman tricks and hypnosis. Guards were scared to look him in the eye. Once 4 of them got drunk and gouged his eyes out. So they didn't have to be afraid anymore. Chukchi man. A Soviet general says to Chukchi people, "We're going to war with you. How many are you there? 500. And you? 200 million. Hearing this, Chukchi man says grimly, "Jesus, where will you find the room to bury you all?"
Chukchi people don't believe in Jesus.
This one did.
Eric, you can't do this.
What? Talking about Jesus on the beach?
You should be in hospital.
He washed himself. Did you know the Tatars and the sea believed that the world is a tortoise drifting in the water?
The Tatars, the Sioux, and Jesus, they all say that you're going back to hospital.
What's wrong?
It's a bit wrong.
What's special?
You won't run far with your soul.
Honey. You surely don't think that I... Dora. Honey. Stop it, please. Dora.
The keys.
No.
Give me the keys.
And what will you do with them? Will you ride up to the nearest police station and tell them that your dangerous husband has run away from the hospital and is now waiting on the beach for a straitjacket?
Exactly.
And wouldn't you prefer to inhabit a deserted beach? Me, Tarzan, you, Jane.
Give me the keys, or I'll drown him.
You're being silly, honey.
The keys?
No. Dora! 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 Darling! I'm sorry! Dora! 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 I'm sorry, I have the keys. Let's go. Do you hear me? Let's go.
You're never gonna go back to hospital. You just want to fuck me when I'm asleep. Why did you poison me?
I'm sorry, it was a bad idea, but...
I'm tired. I just want to go home.
I didn't want... I'm really sorry. I don't know what you're thinking, but I really wanted to get some rest for you. I wouldn't have been able to convince you otherwise. Off we go.
You'll catch your death.
I'll be fine. Maybe they'll make me a cup of tea at the hospital. Maybe they'll even let me lie down on an electric bed.
It is off.
Almost.
No, they're fine.
Are you looking for this?
No? I'm just looking for something else.
Why didn't you tell me?
Dr. Lippman, he told me to spare you this.
Why didn't you tell me the real reason of your visit?
Don't start playing games.
Shouldn't I start? What exactly? You don't like straightforward questions?
They're looking for your brother. His family is. His wife and children. They've been found. And you said that they died in the bombing at the start of the war in Warsaw.
Because they did.
They didn't. It's all here. May Day parade, First Holy Communion, Stalin's palace under construction. It's all here, all present tense. Pretty kids. Maybe someone should tell them that your brother is dead. Eric.
And this is why you didn't show them to me? You were confident I don't deserve it.
No,
That you're allowed to know. And I'm not.
I wanted to tell you, that's why I brought him with me, but Dr. Lippman...
Dr. Lippman! Dr. Lippman! Would you do everything he told you to? Everything!
Eric.
Just tell me, how long did you stay at the surgery?
I'm not going to listen to this.
What does family mean to you? Do you know what family is? Do you? Do you? You burned me! You burned me! You burned me!
It's fine, it's fine.
What are you doing? Oh my God.
I know. Drink it.
Drink it all. I'm going to come back for you. Do you understand? You wait here. Wait here.
It has to be something more than a coincidence, Mrs. Umsky. I might start to believe in destiny.
I've been looking for you. One of your colleagues.
Your husband's a very famous man. The doctors and patients at the hospital miss him very much, and all the local policemen would love to meet him. And you as well. Now, do you know the difference between an ordinary rabbit and a flying rabbit? A flying rabbit has an eagle on his back.
And you're the eagle, right?
Now, where is your husband?
I thought you'd be asleep.
Why? Have you given him something? And how do you know the effect of these?
Let's just say my husband let me try them out.
I'm sorry. I regret it.
He's come with me.
We'll take you back to hospital. I have to go back home, Eric. And you have to go back to St. Andrews. Do you understand?
Okay, this way, Mr. Zumsky. That's it. All right. So, I don't suppose you want to know the score? I'll be delighted to tell you that England got beat 6-3 at Wembley. Oh, worse than the bombing of 1940. Like Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined. The commies didn't send missiles, they sent footballers. I mean, who is this Pushkus guy, eh? Fortunately, it's not the end. Return match in 6 months, we'll get our own back. Oh, that's it. Well, you get nice and comfortable in here for me, Mr. Zumsky. Step inside. That's it. And you get...
Officer! Don't hurt him. Please.
How could I hurt him? He's tied a paramedic to the bed and gagged him. He's knocked out a security guard. Also that he wouldn't spoil his date with you.
Oh, well, he's different now. You can see for yourself.
I can see. Now, excuse me, Eric. this is necessary. You don't want any trouble?
My name is not Eric. Eric is my brother.
Won't be long now. You sure you can manage?
Yes, I'm fine. Just go.
Summer was hot. Summer was hot like hell. The sun rays were melting the leaves. The leaves were crying and dropping off the trees. A bright priestess was sleeping on the shore. And he came out of the sea and became a shadow for her. He watered her with promises, fed her with sun petals. He used to bring her shells and bread every day, her boy from the sea. They were climbing a bright stream. They were climbing high. Pity, he was a liar. Pity, he was a thief. Pity, he was a traitor. Her boy from the sea.
Yes, we know. We are still waiting. They are not here yet, but it's quite a distance anyway. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here, Doctor. I just have to insert some more coins.
Yes, I'll wait.
No, I'm sorry about the paramedic.
Don't worry. Fortunately, he hasn't hurt anyone too bad. There is one more important thing. We found your husband's notes. Some poems, some sort of a journal or a diary. He's written down this story about two brothers from a platoon surrounded by the Soviets in September 1939. Younger one, a private, dies in a battle. Older one is a fledgling officer. He's aware that being a Polish officer, he'll earn a bullet to his head from the Soviets, so before he surrenders, he puts on his brother's battle dress of a private, hoping this would save him from being killed. And we've checked it. Only one man from the whole platoon survived. Your husband. Do you know who Roman Szumski is?
Yeah, my husband told me that his older brother, Romek, had been an officer and had been killed right in front of him.
Did he say anything about the uniform?
What do you mean? Hello? Hello, Dr. Lippman.
Dora? Dora? What's that? Someone attacked you?
No.
Oh, have you collided with a train then?
But calm down, it's just...
Who is he? You have to get this seat.
I don't have to do anything. Just want a minute to myself.
I'll take care of you in a second.
What? It was raining. I lost control for a moment.
Put some makeup on.
What for?
They'll say your husband beats you up.
And if I put the makeup on?
So I just assume so. Have you seen Roman Holiday?
Roman who?
The film. Audrey Hepburn plays a princess in love. She turns Gregory Peck into a pumpkin and they ride away on a glass slipper.
No, I haven't seen it.
I'm going to the cinema on Saturday.
Anything else in there?
Oh yeah, especially for you. In 1931, 44,642 people of Polish nationality resided in the UK. Currently, this number has risen to 162,339. Though if you count your Paul, it'd be 340.
No, 39 and 3 sevens at the most.
Haven't you ever thought that Eric, that you all should...
Should what?
change your surname to an English one? Or at least Scottish. Some people do that. It's easier to get a job and all.
No. No, I've never considered that.
And now at home, British scientists claim that the nuclear tests conducted by the Americans in Nevada and Bikini Atoll caused contamination in Europe. The Natural History Museum in London announced that the skull of the Piltdown Man, also known as the first Briton, is a forgery. The exposure of the hoax is a key argument for the creationists that human beings had been created by God in their present form.
Did you hear that? It's a night of good news. We're God's creation, aren't you glad? I'll go check on this young girl.
You want me to go with you?
Why? I can tell her myself who created this baby of hers. Dora? It's St. Andrews, calling for Mrs. Zumsky. Hurry!
Right. Right. My sister's probably asleep. The policeman? But how is that... Goodbye.
What's going on? What policeman?
No. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Run!
Sarah? Paul? Sarah? Sarah! Oh, my darling. Where's Paul? Eric? Officer?
No man for any considerable period can wear one face for himself and another for the multitude. Do you think your officer knows the scarlet letter?
Where is my son?
He's safe, he's safe, he's asleep. He's asleep, okay? He's safe.
What are you wearing?
Do you remember when we stopped because you needed a wee? He agreed. He took my handcuffs off.
What have you done?
I gave him my jacket and he gave me his bike. He won't be cold. They've probably found him already. And they soon be here.
What is the point of it all? I told you I would come back.
Please sit down and listen.
No, first we have to find Paul.
No, first you have to listen.
Listen to what? That your brother was killed and you survived. That you swapped the uniforms because you wanted to live. And that you were able to write it all down, but you couldn't tell your wife. Oh, that hurt. That's still hurting, Eric. I don't want to be scared of you.
No, not Eric. My name is Roman. And you're my younger brother's wife.
Stop it!
And he loves you and he's really happy
I
with
am
you.
your wife!
So in this case, I have 2 wives and 3 children. That's quite a lot for a psychopath, don't you think?
Do you know they were alive the whole time?
I knew they were dead. I knew they died in German bombings.
So when you found out, why didn't you contact them?
I lost them once. I didn't want to lose you, not even once.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
He had everything ahead of him. And he died. I lost my wife, my children, brother. I had nothing. He saved my life, so I gave him mine. Eric was 6 years younger than me. This is exactly how long the war lasted. It's as though I was given all this time again. As if there was no war for me. I wanted to be younger. I wanted Eric to have a good life, and he's had a good life, thanks to you. Do you understand?
No. No, I don't think I'll ever be able to understand how you could leave your son without his dad.
No. Once the world didn't care whether I was my brother or myself, I had a choice. And I preferred to be him. Forgive me.
Where's Paul?
At this hour, he's probably just landed on Mars. Don't wake him up. He wanted to stay here very much. I also got this. Did you bring him square shoe?
Oh, he's a... Sarah.
Stop it! It's for the handcuffs.
Why did you do it?
I didn't want her to interfere.
Interfere? She's my sister. She's your family.
Where is my motorbike?
It's at Sarah's house. I think I've run out of petrol. Eric? Eric, what are you doing?
You ran out of petrol.
Eric, no, stop! It's over!
Excuse me.
Eric! Eric! Roman!
Oh, she's gorgeous. Now, I'll tell you a secret, all right, little Munchkin. My mum was always telling me I shouldn't kiss boys because I'd start to choke. But it's utter nonsense. Believe me?
Maybe that's what she's been waiting for these 9 months.
Wait, maybe you're right. Just in case, don't put her too close to the boys.
Oh, by the way, I'm off tomorrow.
No crows or black cats.
Everything's fine. I'm almost there.
Sarah? Do you think I can tell him that one day you'll forget and forgive him?
What?
Well, at night.
What night?
Thanks.
Did you take that gift from your sis?
What do you mean?
It's sexy and it starts with a B.
To the hospital? Don't be silly.
I don't know. It's not so far from the seaside.
There are 92,000 spectators in the Eagles Stadium in Budapest. It's going to be a fascinating game. Following last year's defeat, England's first 11 now has an opportunity for revenge. The 9th minute of the match, the Blues have been scored.
From the letters from the Red Cross, I gathered that this lady got married again. Soon before that, she changed her name and disappeared with her children. She probably doesn't live in Warsaw anymore, so as you can see, those people over there are trying to live their lives after the war somehow. Maybe it's time to put away the Old Testament and start reading the new one. A soul, human soul, reacts in various ways when under pressure. Your husband paid for it with the aggressive psychosis. The tranquilizers he had stolen from our pharmacy. Only worsened his condition, but he's much better now. He's also had some time to realize he only has a life of one person.
In the end, life is fair. He's had 2 wives, and I've had 2 husbands. What's more, they were brothers.
All alone against 2 poles. That's scary.
What do I call him now?
O, Korday, welcome, Mrs. Szumski. Obserwujcie w plecy, doktorze.
You can't change your past, but the name?
Over there.
He's finishing off on the set for the new show.
Ah, about the invasion of the Russians from Mars.
You'll see for yourself. Are you okay?
Do you mean to ask me if I'm scared? Thank you, Doctor.